All right, greetings and welcome, folks. Thank you for joining us today for this website webinar hosted and presented by JustRight Technology. We are streaming live on YouTube as well as recording this session. So if you miss any of it, don't worry. There will be a recorded session available to you afterwards. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay. My name is Jason Thigpen. I am the owner and operator of JustRight Technology. I ask that you please continue to like, follow, comment, and share any of the content that you see posted on Instagram and Facebook. Continue to follow us. And if you're not, please make sure you search for Jason Thigpen on Instagram and Facebook and continue to support our efforts. On the right, we have a few reasons why I believe you should listen to me. In addition to the 20 years of experience that I have, my brand message has always been make technology work for you, because that's always been my mission. Technology is a simple tool, and I find new ways to teach people how to use that tool effectively. So I hope you find value in this presentation and continue to support. Let's look at our agenda. Today's agenda is pretty short. Saturday, I don't want to keep people for a long time, but there is a lot of information jam-packed. So if you are going to take notes, please do so. First, I'm going to go over with you our website launch checklist. This is a list of action items that I use with clients for every engagement that I complete. Every project that consists of a website has to go over this website launch checklist. Next, we're going to talk about the website builder that I use, as well as the environment of website builders and what that means for you as a small business owner. And lastly, I'll open it up for Q&A so that we can have questions asked and answered live here on the channel. All right. First up is our website launch goals. These 6 topics are very, very important. This is a snapshot of the checklist from my website advisor engagement package. I won't go into the details of that package here, but this list is extremely helpful for folks just getting started with a website or existing businesses that want a stronger online presence. Always keep in mind that if you want to build a successful business, each topic correlates with a major role or position at many companies. So you are, in fact, building a business, and I am your IT advisor. And with that being said, I want to get started with the first item. Brand message. Your brand message will communicate seamlessly to your target market and make it easy to define the purpose and type of website to build. Some of the questions your brand message will answer are, who are you? What are you selling? And who or how do I buy from you? It's a huge pain point for me when I go to see people's websites and I recognize all of the things they're doing wrong, especially if they have a really quality service. I see that they care about their clients or they have a passion for the products that they develop. You never want to lose the attention of a potential audience by not having proper content and a proper message. Next, content and media management. Managing your content and media is not fun at all and requires a lot of time and effort. Figuring out a system that works for you is worth it in the long run and will prove effective for future online projects. Two things to consider are messaging, messaging that matches your images. If you sell jewelry, you should have pictures of jewelry. If you sell food, you should have photos of food. If you provide a service that requires face to face time, then you should have pictures of people actually having face to face time. This sells the message and also makes the user recognize what it is they are there for. The second point to consider, always use high resolution images that are web ready. What does web ready mean? Web ready means that they are the proper size so that they don't take up too much space or storage on your website, but they're also large enough to fit the multitude of screens that exist, whether you are dealing with laptops or mobile devices. Most website builders and most website platforms will automatically adjust the size of your images, but you still want to make sure that your image is a high quality image so that there's no issue in viewing what it is. Okay. SEO, or search engine optimization. SEO is the method of making technical improvements that affect the search statistics of your website on places like Google or Bing. Now, there are many SEO professionals in the space that offer great opportunities to work with them, but I always suggest using as many free options as you can before acquiring a professional service. Or in this case, make sure that you're at least earning revenue with your business before you buy into such services. An example of using SEO tactics are backlinks. Backlinks are essentially ways in which people can make reference to your site so that when they click on it, it comes back. So maybe you sponsored a blog article, and at the end of the article, your company was mentioned. Or maybe you were featured in an article written by a journalist. This is also considered a backlink where you make sure that the mention of your company has a link that comes back to your website. These things help improve your SEO ratings because not only are you making sure that your website is being seen, now your website is now attached to another entity helping raise the ratings. Okay, marketing. Marketing strategy is any and all efforts to promote your business and website to generate a satisfactory result. The most widely used marketing methods for websites are emails and blogs. Examples of using emails for capturing marketing is newsletters or writing special interest blogs. These are all great ways to attract people. Excuse me. These are all great ways to attract people to your website. You can capture people's emails directly on your website or even through social media platforms. The other point is special interest blogs. Depending on the industry you're in, there might be a lot of fuss around providing information. Maybe there's a huge DIY market or a DIY market, or maybe there's a huge instructional market in your space that you're not aware of. Using that as a directive to actually write blogs can help drive traffic back to your website. Of course, you keep all the blogs on your website, or maybe you're a creative or freelancer and you use other services, you still want to make sure that there's a way to find you directly. Data analytics. Analytics are another important function that can be used in conjunction with marketing that most platforms have built into their backend to help users track marketing efforts. The best way that I would suggest using data analytics in the beginning is really stamping out one or two marketing efforts that you're going to make for 30 days straight. And at the end of those 30 days, look at all your data analytics and make sure that it makes sense. If I posted, if I posted an ad at 1 o'clock on Wednesday, 2 o'clock on Thursday, and 3 o'clock on Friday, which ad got the best results? How many times did people actually click on my ad or come back to my website to view my information? All of those things would allow you to make improvements and adjustments so that the next 30 days you can see what you can try something different and see what the results are, thus giving you a strategy and an effort at increasing business activity. Now, of course, it won't be perfect and it will take time, but data analytics is your first step to understanding how to make those adjustments. Okay. Last but not least, design. While design and layout is important, an increase in business activity is what we want. And spending more time on the previous topics will enhance your ability to do just that. Your layout is something that really should be drawn from research and careful thought out practice. This isn't just an opportunity for you to make a website the way that you want to make it. It's best to stick to things that people have been doing correctly for years. Here's an example of a minimalist layout, which was one of the top design styles for 2020. And minimalist, layouts mainly are light, right? They have a lot of white space and they offer little to no graphics. You want to see font that's clear. You want to see images that are also clear and straight to the point. This allows the user, upon entering your website, to understand who you are, what you're doing, what they can get from you, and how they can get it. Make an action immediately. All right, now that we spoke about the checklist, I want to talk a little bit about the world of website builders. Now, sometimes I hear from clients a concern around using website builders or using sites that are drag and drop friendly. And I understand the concern. Most people want to build something amazing, they want something that works well. And the best way to do that is to take the advice of professionals. And I can tell you, as a web designer and developer and an IT professional for many years, we do not use custom strategies a lot. It is not a good work regimen. It makes sense for you to have a template of sorts to go from. Even web developers that use custom layouts or build things from scratch still start from a basic template. So sorry to spoil it for you guys, but there isn't a lot of room for customization unless you are a huge company that can afford to spend upwards of 20, 30, even $40,000 for a website. That's where you have a team of web designers and developers come in and really build something for you from scratch. But when you're dependent on one person to develop a website for you, chances are they're going to use something at some way, shape, or form has a base template. So, what I suggest, not only from a professional standpoint, but also from a personal standpoint, are website builders. As a professional, it allows me the comfort and ease of doing what I like to do best, which is design website. But it also gives me the satisfaction of knowing that if I need to hand it off to the user that I can find something that's user friendly and time effective, which is why I chose Strikingly. Strikingly is probably, in my experience, the easiest website building platform for users, novice users that I've seen. Not only is the panel drag and drop friendly and easy to read, but it's automatically optimized for mobile and very responsive to all kinds of orientations, whether you're on a tablet or whether you're on desktops, or even if you're projecting the website from a screen or large TV. They also have options around e-commerce stores. They give you pop-ups, newsletters. There are so many features to Strikingly that I enjoy, that I don't mind not only introducing it to my clients, but asking if you just want to take it for a test drive, go ahead and do so. And as a matter of fact, I'll share something with you all to do just that. And those are just a few things that I wanted to mention about the platform. But going back to why I really like this for our users is because in all my years of experience, the thing that sticks out the most is user interaction. I really have a lot of experience in studying users and understanding how you adapt to technology, which is why my slogan is make technology work for you. Most people struggle when they're trying to operate technology from an operator's perspective. You want it to just do what it is you want it to do. And unfortunately, that's not how tools work, right? A hammer, even if you understand how it works, doesn't just get up and hammer. No, if you understand the dynamics of using a hammer, it could be a very useful tool for you. This is just like technology. Once you understand the dynamics of it, it can be very useful to you. And so, where websites are concerned, our motto is you don't want to waste the time and energy doing things that are only going to give you a small percentage of return. On average, even successful businesses, online businesses, only account for probably 40 to 45% of their business coming directly from their website. Even though they sell online, their marketing efforts and what they do and how much money they spend on getting people to make the purchase comes in different ways. So you're really going to have to fine tune your strategy to make sure that people come to your website and actually take action. And you need time to do that. And having a simple platform is the best way to do that. And so that's why we make this suggestion. Okay. I want to thank you for taking the time to listen. Hope you learned something. Hope there was some value added. Um, right now, I'd like to open it up for Q&A. I'll check on YouTube to see if anybody had any questions, and then I'll also look in our Zoom call. But please, this is the time to ask any questions, and I'll answer them live. Okay, I see someone posted asking about the checklist. Are all items necessary? Okay, that's a fair question. So let me go back to the slide for the checklist. And so I'll honestly say no, depending on the business you're in and depending on your goals for your website, you won't need all six. But the ones that are crucial for any website are definitely your brand message and your marketing strategy. Those two areas are crucial. You definitely want to have a strong brand message, and you want to make sure that you You have a marketing strategy, whatever that is. Doesn't have to be a well-written, documented strategy, but it has to be something that makes sense to you that you can do repeatedly. Okay. I hope that answers your question. Um, and what happens too with clients as your business builds and develops, the other areas that you might not have worked on starts to make more sense. So in the very beginning, will SEO matter as much? No, because if you're just getting started, you probably don't have as many products, or if you are a service oriented business, you might not be ready to take on hundreds of clients. And so you do want a steady drip. You want to have an increase of maybe 10 to 20 clients. And so saving SEO at a later time might be great. But I hope that answers your question. Okay. Well, what I like to do is share with you this link, right? Um, this is my affiliate link for Strikingly. It'll give you 30 days of free access and free usage just to try it out. And if you do like it and you go ahead and purchase, I do get a little percentage of that. So that is a way that you could definitely support our efforts and continue to support what we do here. If you liked it, if you appreciate it, please share, like, comment, and follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Continue to spread the word. My name is Jason Thickpen from JustRight Technology, and we're making sure technology works for you. All right.